it's been a while, so whether this works or not, we'll have to find out. The microphone's over here as well in front of Rachel.
Oh, could we move it out of the picture potentially?
No, because then I definitely won't be able to be heard.
Ah.
So
Is that a bad thing?
Hi
everyone.
Also, if the internet cuts out for whatever reason, I can only apologise because we're with BT and they've been horrendous. We've had generally 3 cutouts every single day at the moment, and we're changing network on the 9th, so hopefully their internet is going to be better than what we're on.
It's not good when we're hosting our own Arc server.
No, it just kicks everybody out. Look at my face is behind the text. That's probably better.
Ah.
Oh, right, so we'll go through the chat in a moment, but this is a bit of a random one, really. It's New Year's Eve. It's not something that we really planned until last night, really, was it?
No, it was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing.
We just decided that we haven't done a show or any content for a while. It's been quite busy over the last week. You've been off, so I've been trying to spend as much time with Rachel as possible. And she goes back to work. You go back to work
on Tuesday.
So I go back to my work, which is painting and doing editing. I've got loads to do. So there's going to be loads of content. This month, I mean, I've got fat this month. That's all that's really happened.
We've ate a lot.
We've eaten a lot of stuff. So diet starts in January as well. And New Year's resolution, I've got a whole new army to paint, which is arriving next week, I believe. So that's the Beastmen, which we'll go into detail a little bit later on about that. That's the doubles. We've already talked about it, haven't we, actually?
A little bit. I mean, do people know what your list is?
I'm not going to tell people my list.
Okay.
Because then if anybody goes to the tournament, no, I will tell them the list. Yeah, I don't mind losing. Actually, I don't know if Patrick.
I'm not sure if Patrick.
I'm going with Patrick, so I don't really want to give. I'll have to let Patrick give the go ahead if I can reveal the list, but we'll leave it up to Patrick. And if he says yes, I will say what it is. Not that it's gonna win because it's Beastman. I've taken it specifically because no one does them.
Yeah, but Patrick's got his Zinch, hasn't he?
Patrick's got Zinch. He's going to basically be the hammer, and I will be the anvil. So let's have a look who's in the chat. We've got 27 people, which is surprising, really. So thank you to everyone who's turned up at 6 o'clock, which is not a time that we've ever done for a live show, and on New Year's Eve. So at 28 now, look, it's going up. People are actually tuning in, probably to see the nonsense. Right, so Ralph Hummel was the first, I believe. So welcome, Ralph. We have CatScan as well, not seen in a while, so thank you for joining. Derpimus Maximus, who doesn't think he'll make the chat owing to inbound family younglings who will undoubtedly destroy the place and each other if left unchecked even for a second.
That's amazing.
Oh, look at Stalker.
Oh, thanks, Stalker.
I haven't got my headphones on, but I could see it. What did it say?
Oh, yeah, I missed the message.
1 second then. This is the problem. I need to make it pop up for longer, don't I?
Yeah, or we could just load into this ahead of time.
Yes. Don't say things like that. I genuinely...
I was actually ready on time for once as well.
Yeah. I genuinely wasn't expecting anything. Happy New Year all. Thank you for all your work this year. Super happy to have found you all.
That's so sweet.
Thank you very much. And I've got a model which I'm working on. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, actually, what I'm working on. If anybody's seen this on the Facebook page, if you're on the Facebook group, there's this model. I'll do better pictures later on, but it's an Abaddon model, and I can't remember the company it's from, but I'm just painting this up for him, and it's an amazing model. It's huge. It's got loads of bits. I'm going to try and do as good of a job as possible on it. There was a rabbit hair on that already. I'm going to try and make it go back without rabbit hairs. Anyway, it's an awesome model. I'm going to start painting that next week. I've just seen Sam nice beard, by the way. I've literally just shaved before this show and I regretted it instantly.
Oh, look at that little baby face.
Yes. And Thordalim, I've messaged Phil about your forum question, so I haven't ignored you. I've literally just seen it before the show and I've sent it off to Phil to find out the answer for you, so I will check that out. So we have Surreal. Hello, Ralph. You have fun with Phil. Also, it's already 2018 in New Zealand.
Ooh. Happy New Year in New Zealand.
And we do have viewers from New Zealand.
We do.
So they're probably just
out celebrating.
on the floor right now. We have Patrick Metzger, who is in the chat. Welcome, Patrick.
Hi,
And
Patrick.
Patrick has sent me a picture of the herd stone, which I get to use for Bray herds. And it's
that
huge.
looks amazing.
It's massive. It's like a giant elven rune stone, which has got a stone on the top of it. It's got some gems on it and a crack, and it's going to be covered in scrolls and gems and loot. It's going to be cool. Now we have Patrick and Ralph talking in German, which is absolutely fine. I just can't necessarily speak German. Nady Hatton.
Have you and
What, do you know
Phil...
that? Do you know what he's saying?
Well, I think Harbin is have. I thought do is you, unless I'm thinking of a different language.
Have you and Phil have played skirmish, maybe?
Gespielt. Yeah, I think Gespielt.
I was reading this bit
play.
and thinking.
Yeah, have you and Phil played skirmish?
Yeah.
Hey, proud of me.
Yeah, well done.
Unless it's completely wrong, in which case, never mind. I tried. Hold on, what's the next bit? Oh, that's quite long.
Yeah, that's what I was reading. My desk's shaking quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to struggle with that one.
Anyway, we can always check. So Liam's in the chat. Graham as well. Welcome, Graham. Marty. Andre McInnes. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year to yourself and everybody. Lord Tattoo. This has been a while. Welcome, Lord Tattoo. I hope you're doing well.
Hi, Lord Tattoo.
I'm really slow, as people know. You guys look like fat nurglings.
Ah!
We have put on weight, to be fair.
Yeah, we have.
But thank you.
Cheers!
It's going to spur on the hopefully losing some weight next year.
That's alright. Diet starts in January.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like
Tomorrow.
soon.
Tomorrow, Rachel.
I'm not fat. I'm just big boned.
I'm still trying to read, and it's done the cutty out thingy.
You not just load it on your thingy?
Oh, here we go. Patrick says, sure, go ahead, we're invincible. So I'll talk about the list in a moment. Ted Morey. This is Ted from upstate New York. Welcome, Ted. Welcome to the channel. Scott Byle saying, hi, Sam and Rachel. I hope you enjoyed your holiday. We have enjoyed it very much.
Oh, it's been amazing.
We have eaten, we have drank, we have slept, and we have played games.
Played lots of games.
Lots of games.
We did, so we've started up Ark again on the Xbox, and they've done cross-play now, so you can play on the PC and on the Xbox all together. So we've set up our own dedicated server, and we've basically just been playing that quite solidly. And the other night when we were hanging up, because we were on Google Hangouts, Liam pointed out to us that we'd been on Hangouts for 13 hours. So it's been fun. We probably wasted it a little bit.
It's fine. Skuro Mezzo, Happy New Year's. I discovered your channel over the holiday and have been loving the content. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, wow.
We had a bit of we've basically slowed down on content over this Christmas holiday, and we've got
we've
plans.
been on holiday.
Yeah, we've been basically trying to have a little bit of a break, and with the new year we're going to aim to crack on as we were. So I've still got a battle report I'm editing with me and Patrick, my Iron Jaws versus his Zangors. It's all on the timeline, ready to start cutting, and hopefully there'll be no issues with it. Phil's got, I think, 3 battle reports, so they're going to be edited as well. And then I've got a review on a case from A Case, I think they're called. It's an amazing product, so I'm gonna put a video up of the one that I received and put together, but I'll also do a quick look through the website just to show you what else is available, because there's different options that are available. So that needs editing. I'm hoping to do that next week. I'm painting this model for Marty as well, and I want to try and get that at least started next week, and I'm going to film it, so I'll do a tutorial for that as well. What else have we got?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm going to do a weathering video because somebody messaged me, and I've been meaning to for a while because I use AK Interactive products to do streaking, grime and nasty weathering. So I said I would do another one for this channel and link that to somebody, so that will go up as well. So bat reports, more tutorials, a few more reviews, and then after that point I've got 3 months to get this Beastmen 1,000 point army done, ready for March for the doubles. So I'm going to crack on with that as soon as it arrives. So I'll film some of the bits. I might do some more tutorials, and then that'll be another army to do battle reports with for Age of Sigmar, and one that you don't see very often because it's Brayherd. So in terms of that list, I'll quickly go over it before I carry on through this chat. So I'm going to highlight this. So my list is a Beast Lord, and I won't go through all the equipment and things, but a Beast Lord, a Bray Shaman, a Great Bray Shaman, a big block of 30 Bestigors, so just a huge, massive chunk of them. It's just Tar Pit. My army is Tar Pit Central. And then a unit of 30 Gors as well. So I've got two 30-man units. I've got a Gorgon, which is an ally, because you can't put war herds into the Bray Herd army. You have to ally them. So he's 200 points, which is just the maximum that you're allowed in 1,000 points, which is quite nice. And then I've got a Chariot. So it fits 1,000 points really nicely into an Age of Sigmar army. The tricks that I've got, I'm planning on pretty much recreating Braveheart as much as possible. So one of the rules for the Bray Herds are I can have my army can deploy off the table. It can deploy on edges of the table rather than my own. They have to be more than 9 inches away from the enemy. So when I deploy my units, I can effectively put my 30-man unit as close to the enemy as possible, literally 9 inches away, and on the side of the table, and basically just line one side, and then on the opposite side I'll line that side with another unit of 30, and then on my deployment I get a free Braystone totem thing. So I'm going to stick that down with my leader and probably with my shaman, or maybe just my shaman, and then I've got the choice. I can either summon the Gorgon on and not pay and keep the points in reserve, and then I get to summon it pretty much in front of the enemy's face and watch it kill things, or I can just bring it on at the beginning. But that Braystone is pretty good. If people run into it, they can die if they roll a 1, and it gives my casting +1, and it lets me, if I basically bulk up on that Herdstone as well, I can sacrifice a few of my things to get rerolls to hit. So I've got plenty of different tactics and different ways that I can play the army, but it's just, there's going to be 60 models just in 2 units, and it's going to be the biggest army I've done for 1,000 points in terms of models. I don't do horde armies. Now Stewie's drinking. I'm sure you can hear. So that is the Beastmen army. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be with Patrick's Zangor, so it's a lot of Beastmen-y looking things with magic Beastmen, who are slightly more intelligent because they wear hats and things. And
do hats make you more intelligent?
Yes.
Wow.
And if they're pointy, they make you even more intelligent.
Should wear more pointy hats.
Yes, I haven't got any. You're going with Phil though, aren't you? So you're taking Terraform. Yes. You haven't done your list yet?
No. You
need to do your list so I can finish painting that as well.
Yes.
Right, let's keep going through this. So, Marty's saying Grimskull it's from. Okay, so that's where the model is from. And I'll try and remember that, and I'll do that in the tutorial so people can see it. Sean Turpin is another one I've not seen in any of our chats before. Howdy from Beaverton, Oregon.
Ooh,
Happy New Year all. Happy New Year, Sean. And Achaya's here. Welcome, Achaya.
Hi, Achaya.
Hope you all have an amazing New Year. We will. And I hope you do as well. Stewie. And Felhate. Hi, Rachel. Oh, and Sam. There's a bit of chat. Oh, no, don't skip on me. Wow.
Ah, you're doing so well.
Scott Bile. Look, Sam is 12 again.
Ah. Hey, little Sam.
12 and fat.
You're not fat.
And just big bones. Ted Mori, I'm trying to develop my own Space Marine chapter. So far I have a name and a rough colour scheme. Imperial Falcons and black red with a silver trim. Is that a dark red or black and red with a silver trim? Any advice for coming up with a lore?
What do you mean with
the background?
The lore?
What their background would be? I don't know. I generally try and think. I like Night Lords effectively in any sort of iteration that they can be. So I kind of think, are they good or are they evil? Even if they're Imperial, they can still be evil. Like the Black Dragons in my head are a little bit like Night Lords. They're quite happy to kill innocent civilians to get the job done. So in my head, that's where I start with. And then you've got characters which you can build around as well, and where they come from, and start picking all of those choices and build the lore up around that. And then if you want to try and keep it as close to the actual background as possible.
you go.
You obviously can read some of the books, the novels, or some of the rule books even have got a lot of information for you to tie some of the information in to link it to your chapter. Roa's joined as well. Welcome, Roa. I think he's changed his icon. That's it looks like an orc. I'm going to say it looks like an orc. A very squeaky chair.
My bad.
At Sam, spot on translation.
I thought that was me.
I did a little bit though.
Oh.
A little bit. Rachel and Sam will do the next show in German. I wish I could. I wish I could do it in German. Marty got some Blood Angels. Yeah, so Marty's been working on Blood Angels. They're on the Facebook page and they may be on the forum. I'll have to have a look, but they are looking awesome. Lots of edge highlighting. He's just started edge highlighting.
Ooh.
He's doing a good job. Ralph, anybody watch the Kitetsu video with the price reveals for the Nurgle release? I'm stoked. I haven't seen the video yet. I've seen Papa Nurgle, and out of all of the stuff, that's what I'm interested in. Papa Nurgle looks amazing. I'm not too fussed on the rest of it because they're pretty much death Blight Kings, just different versions of Blight Kings. So they look great, but the Papa Nurgle model looks fantastic. And I'm going to see if we can get it up on...
I did like the little Christmas song that they made.
That's what it was from. They leaked it in there.
Yeah, was he in the Christmas tree or something like that, or just in front of it? I did like that. And we saw Rory in there as well.
Yes, Rory was in there as well. What are your New Year's resolutions? Mine's to lose weight again. I want to get to 14 stone this year. So I was 18 stone last year, and I went down to 15 stone... Well, 14 stone 6. I know this is boring, this isn't nerd chat, but I went from 18 stone down to 14.6 at the start of December. And now I'm probably about 15 and a half, definitely around 15 and a half. So I want to get down to at least 14 stone by the next Christmas. And then I also want to try and get my armies finished. What's yours?
I thought of some stuff, and now I can't remember any of it. Yeah, I actually can't remember. It'll come back.
Okay, let us know when it comes back. Underdog Painting is here. Well, welcome, Underdog. Hope you're doing well. Nurgling comment was a joke. I, however, think I am approaching a great unclean one in my holiday girth. That's brilliant. I feel like great unclean one at the moment. I feel like Papa Nurgle is just a mirror image at the moment. And it's going to be even worse tonight because we've still got chocolates left.
Oh, we have, and crisps.
And crisps. Oh my god, crisps are so bad for you, but they're
and
so
a nice
good.
creamy curry. Oof.
Anyway, modelling translates to are not the most beautiful models, but at least. What's that in relation to?
I think the other German bit.
Oh,
There's
okay.
another German bit, and we were like, I don't know.
So Skuro saying, yes, more battle reports. We really just need to... I mean, I'm trying to make them faster the way that we edit them now. So hopefully if this one works with me and Patrick, it means editing will be a lot faster. We will see how it goes.
Didn't Phil say that he'd managed to get down to a few hours or something?
Yes, but I haven't seen him release one. So I need to see what happens when it's released to see what's changed. But he's definitely faster at tweaking stuff. The problem with me is I go through it like...
You're a perfectionist.
Yeah, so it takes me a lot longer. So something that takes Phil 2 hours takes me 10. Because I just have to fine comb it and do it as much as possible. Whereas
Is that efficient?
Phil's just really good at being efficient, and I'm not. No, it's not efficient. How are you liking Mark's Mad Max car game? Devil's Run? I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't played it. I haven't had time. We've got so
I think Phil's
much
played
to
it
do.
though, hasn't
Phil's
he?
played it and enjoyed it. I like the models. For me, getting into different game systems is quite difficult. I really want to get into doing a lot of... We've still got Frostgrave, we've got Bolt Action. I've got plenty on the list to do, but priority for me is still 40k and Sigmar, and I don't want to neglect those games. I want to get, as much of those done as I can before moving on. Right. 40k... Oh no, Paul Collier as well. Happy New Year. Nice to see everyone back. Thank you, Paul. Happy New Year as well.
Happy New Year, Paul.
We haven't said Happy New Year properly yet, have we?
Should we do it on 3?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
There we go. We're back.
Ah!
Because I pressed a button and it's key binded, so it changes it.
Ah.
I'm going to get my finger off that button on the mouse. Right. 40k redo. I can never pronounce that. Happy New Year's, listening along while walking the dog. well done to you for going and walking the dog, and Happy New Year as well. Right, I think we're going to have to try and catch up. The case you got is the A Case Plus, which just finished the Kickstarter and is so far not for sale on their website. They only have the old one, which I use. Okay, that's cool, Patrick. Thank you for the information. I will definitely include that. John Wilson's just started to build. We've got 32 people watching, Rachel.
That's kind of incredible on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. John Wilson. Just starting to build my Craft World Wraith Army, which oh my god, I've forgotten the name. Yeah, it's Craft World. Which Craft World are you doing? That's why it threw me a little bit. Eandon have got loads of wraiths. They're normally the full wraith armies. Furious George. Oh yes, Furious George. It's 7:14 a.m. New Year's Day here on New Zealand. There you go.
Ah.
Happy New Year, Furious George, and thank you for joining us so early.
Yeah, that's some dedication.
He's always dedicated. He gets on as soon as it's. I mean, this is a random thing at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and he's made it still. Ralph Hummel, I am in so much trouble because I got the starter for Beyond the Gates of Antares, and now I'm torn if I will get going with that or 40k once I'm done with my Stormcast.
That's a difficult decision.
I haven't played the rules. I mean, the rules are pretty good if they are similar to Bolt Action, which I've been told they are. So they play with the dice randomization system where you pull a dice out of the bag and then you can activate a unit and then you pull another dice out and it could be you or the enemy who get that dice and get to activate something. So the reactionary gameplay for Bolt Action and Gates of Antares is awesome. But I think in terms of scale and armies that are available for me, 40k and Sigmar are always going to be first choice. But definitely the rules and the system works really well for those games. What did you get for Christmas? I got Magic the Gathering cards, didn't I?
Oh yeah, Pink got us both Magic. Well, you got
I
more.
got a big dragon deck, so I'll be expanding that, and I did expand it, didn't I?
Yeah, you've got lots of.
But they didn't arrive. Cards. I bought some cards from GiftForGeeks.com like a week ago, and they didn't arrive. So I've wasted quite a bit of money unless they can refund it. Hopefully they can refund it.
Yeah.
Oh, Martin Dix has just paid £5 as well. Look. In green. Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Martin.
Martin.
Do you get drawn more to factions and armies that have less love? I do enjoy an underdog story. You know what? And it's caught up now. So normally I pick an army based on what it looks like first, and generally if I can make an army which is effective. So that's the first thing. And Tyler's just subscribed.
Thanks, Tyler.
Tyler Libouf. Steve the Gamer 55. Thank you very much. So yeah, normally the first thing is, does it look good? And if it looks good, then I look at the lists and what I can build out of it. Because say I was wanting to do White Scars, I can look at I like the army, I like the whole chapter or legion, whichever way you want to look at it. And when it comes to making the list, you kind of have to do bikes. And at the minute, I don't like the bike models. So I love the whole background for the White Scars. But the core of the army, which is the bikes, I'm not sold on the models. So I just won't do them. Either I'll make my own new models or I'll wait until something new comes out. With the Beastmen, I have kind of picked it because nobody does it. Because generally, I think if anybody does watch this channel a fair bit, you'll know that I have to chop every single model up. I have to convert stuff, so it's different.
You nearly did it to my Dreadsaurian. We had to stop you.
It has been changed.
What did you do?
It's not been chopped. It's just been, the base has been adapted so it's higher.
Phil did an awesome base, to be fair.
So everything I do has to be converted to be different to somebody else. And the only thing you can do, which is more than that, which has more of an impact than that, is picking an army that nobody does.
Mm.
And sometimes the reason why nobody does that army is because it's rubbish. So, I mean, I was looking through all the Age of Sigmar armies with Patrick, and he's doing Chaos. So I was thinking, I need a Chaos faction for a start. So I looked through all the options for Chaos. I don't really like demons. I like blood, what are they called? Bloodborne, Bloodcorn, Cornblood, Bloody McBlood, Face.
Blood something.
I want to say Bloodbound.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Bloodbound of Corn, maybe. Anyway, I love those. And I did an army list of those. That was my other choice that I was looking at. And then I looked through the rest of the Chaos. I love Death Guard, but not the demon side. So that was another option. And then I saw Beastmen, and I thought, no one does Beastmen. I looked at the rules. I thought they're pretty standard. They've got some nice tricks in the Brayher General's Handbook. And again, no one's using them still. Looking at the tournaments, I was just generally seeing what people took because I wanted to take something that nobody did. and I saw that Beastmen were not on the list. So I thought this year I'm going to try and pick an army that no one does and see if I can win a game with it. We shall see.
Yeah, see, I just go on what looks fun to play.
And what's filth.
And I have no idea whether other people are playing it or not. So it could be an underdog story, I don't know.
Everyone's playing Terraform.
Ah.
And
I was playing it before it was cool.
No, I don't think you were.
Oh.
Sam, how you do a very different tactic to what most people do, though. You do the Death Star and stick to the Death Star, though.
I've only done the Death Star once. I might do it again, though.
Yeah, it's good.
Although, back to the Christmas question, because it has reminded me.
Oh, yeah, what did you get, Rachel?
So, everyone apparently didn't communicate Christmas presents to each other. And I ended up, I love them, they're amazing, but I ended up with 4, really fleecy blankets. Because at night, if we're watching TV, I basically cuddle into, we've got one, or we had one. And I cuddle into this really nice furry fleecy blanket, and I love it. And apparently everyone knows that I love it and that I only have one. And I get really sad when I have to go and wash it. So everybody decided to buy me another. So I now have 5.
Yes. Yeah, we're not going to get cold over winter.
No. They are amazing though. I love them. Oh, and I got lots of Prosecco as well. There was a theme. There was
alcohol
a running theme.
And blankets.
Yes.
You could sit outside with that and you'd be fine. Just cover yourself in blankets and
yeah,
drink.
because the Prosecco would stay cold outside.
Yeah.
And I could stay nice and tasty.
Right, Brian Benfield says, Sam, how is your Word Bearers army? Would love to see more of it. I've done 1,000 points for the Heresy. It was mainly for Zone Mortalis. And I've got the Gal Vorbak Dreadnought, the really cool looking one. And I'm on the fence of whether to use it in the Black Dragon army. I've obviously got the Black Dragons to still do for the 40k. And then I've got the Beastmen for Sigmar. They're the 2 projects now. I've given Phil the Fire Slayers. So I've built all of them. They've all been pinned. They're all on cork. They've been converted and they've been primed. And then Phil keeps talking about dwarves. And I thought, you know what? Phil should have all of the dwarves. I shouldn't really intrude on his beard-ism. And I just gave him all of the Fire Slayers. So he's basically taken over those. And I'm going to be doing the Beastmen and the Black Dragons. So the Word Bearers are in a box. They're with my Space Wolves. There's only 1,000 points. I've got the Dreadnought and I've got Lorgar, which are in the box still. They've not even been opened. They've been cleaned and they've been through the Supersonic Cleaner. I think it's called a Supersonic Cleaner.
I think so. Yeah.
Sounds sci-fi-ish. And I'm debating on putting them in the Black Dragon army. So I might just use the Dreadnought there. And I was debating on creating my own Primarch for the Black Dragons and coming up with my own background for them. So I may convert Lorgar as well. Would love to see more of it. I think I did a showcase. There is a showcase, actually, on the channel. If you look in the playlists, there's definitely one in there, but it's an older one, so it might not be that great. I don't know whether I'll ever expand it. Chances are I'll probably just sell it. And it'll pay for another army.
Keep it, won't you?
You know what I'm like, though.
Yeah, but I don't think you should get rid of your armies.
I generally sell now, and I suppose with the channel, yeah, ultrasonic, not supersonic. There you go, ultrasonic cleaner. Normally I buy an army, paint it, and then sell it, and then buy a new army with that money, and then sell that.
But you shouldn't anymore.
And I shouldn't anymore. Anyway,
look how cute Stewie is.
Yeah. Okay.
I know you all can't see him.
All I've had
lying
in
completely
the last
flat.
week was a pack of old tortillas. Says Surreal. That's sad. I might send him some of our heroes in Quality Street. There's only the really bad flavours left, though, that nobody likes.
Well, somebody must like them, otherwise they won't put them in.
No, I think they put them in there just to make you buy another box. Maybe.
Oh.
I don't know. Canada's bacon.
Oh, we
were
went
talking about bacon yesterday.
Yeah, we went to see. So we stayed at Sam's dad's last night, and we were on about breakfast because Elaine had made us salmon and egg on toast and things, and we got talking about what else we could have had for breakfast. Not that was delicious. I was that came out completely wrong.
Wow, I mean, what else could we eat?
I don't know. We just got talking about breakfast.
I mean, this egg and salmon is nice, but we could have had toast. Could have had cereal. Love it, mate.
I didn't mean it like that. And,
I'll let him know you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did. And so I think it was your dad, wasn't it? He was saying when he went to Canada, the bacon there was just absolutely incredible. They'd done like streaky bacon and it wasn't too crispy, but it was like cooked just right. And then we all wanted bacon.
And Phil makes amazing
Phil
bacon
does make amazing.
and pancakes
and maple syrup.
And maple syrup. I need more.
You have to go around to Phil's.
Phil's house is just perfect when he's making that. Right, Billy Lynch, Happy New Year. Everyone got to start painting my Ulthuan army and maybe some Drakari in the new year to maybe create an Inari force. You say maybe, Billy, but I'm pretty sure you've already guaranteed that you're doing it in the new year, so good luck with that. Felhate, my Ravenwing would like a word about your bike hate, Sam. I just don't like them. Personal at the moment, that is. I have got ideas of creating a bike using GW parts. However, it would cost me... I basically wanted to use the Storm Talon kit mixed with the Tau Piranha, do loads of converting. I wanted to do a Primaris scaled bike out of those two kits, and then I'd have to get it cast somewhere, probably in Marks, so that I could then replicate it, because otherwise it would cost me about £50 per kit. And I probably need about 30 bikes. So 30 times 50 quid, what's that? 150?
30 times 50, 1,500, I think.
1,500? Really?
So, yeah.
Why can't we do maths? Is it really that much? 30 bikes times 50 probably is. Oh my days. £1,500. There's no way I'm building that army unless I can get it cast.
I think someone may have just donated as well. I think we may have
Where?
missed it. I don't know, go check the thing.
You sure?
They subscribed maybe? I thought I saw something come up.
Oh my days. Rower. £100.
Oh wow.
Holy
Thanks,
moly.
Roa.
Wow. Thank you very much, Rower. Thank you to everybody.
For the next year of WGO.
Yeah, for the next year of WGO, may there be many more to come.
Ah.
That's fantastic. And Tyler has just said on there, signed up on your website as well.
Ah,
Many thanks, Tyler. Oh, that's awesome. I think we can have a beer later to celebrate. What were we talking about? Bikes. Yes, I'm not going to do that idea. £1,500 for 30 bikes is off. Scott Boyle, I'm going to start a second 40k army this year. I'm going to use Necromancer minis and make a Mad Max theme build. Necromunda, I think, yeah, it probably auto-corrected to Necromancer. Maybe. Unless there are loads of Necromancer models.
Actually, on that theme then, I guess what armies is everyone building next year? And what is everyone else's New Year's resolution? And
do we do a WGO Chronicles? Because I know Thordalim is still doing his WGO Chronicles from last year. So do we do a new Chronicles? I know I said maybe February we'll start it. But do we do Sigmar or do we do 40k?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I said Sigmar, and I think we should do
on the
Sigmar.
Facebook page, couldn't we?
Yes, we'll find out. We'll do it on the Facebook page. So if you're not on the Facebook page, we'll do some sort of poll. Or no, we'll put it on the forum. On the forum,
website,
yeah. We'll do
that. Yes, we have a website.
We have a website. We have the technology. I'm sure Ralph or somebody who knows how to do polls and things like that will be able to make it better than me. I'll probably delete the website trying. Whoops! I tried to make a poll.
Oh, there goes everything.
The website's gone. Okay. What's that? The donation do not show up on the top. Oh, smokes. 1 second. Let me see if this can fix it.
What? What's happened?
That thing, Phil has this from time to time. That thing at the top, look, it says top donators and latest donation and latest follower.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it's there, but it's not popping up there. Oh, there. Oh, God, look at that.
What?
Look, it's all like ran into one.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
I'm not sure we can fix it now, though, dear.
I'm going to give it a go.
Come on, Sam, I just believe in you.
I'm going to have to turn things out, not that. Yeah, that. There we go. So let's see if we can just move that a little bit. Ooh, oh, look at this.
Hey. Ah, nailed it.
You can't really read that very well, but... locked. There we go. That'll do for now, innit? But why is that one? See, I centered the... Oh, no. No. I shouldn't do technology.
But it looks like it's locked.
I had centered... It was locked. I centered all of these, though. and they just seem to uncenter whenever there's a new name that pops up. Anyway,
Okay.
fixed it. Thank you very much, Patrick, for telling us about that. Mad Max themed army though, Scott. That sounds awesome. I'd love to see that when it comes out.
That does sound cool.
How is your word bearer army? Would like to see it. Check the showcase, Ryan. There's not many of them. What is that from? That's that Family Guy, innit?
What?
They scare easily. They will come back and in greater number. The Sand people. You know, the Tuscan Raiders. Never mind. So, is it time for Rachel to field the Dreadsaurian? I think potentially.
So I was actually thinking that he might make a debut at the tournament.
Yeah.
Is that March?
End of March. That means I've got to paint that as well as 70 odd
He's
infantry.
nearly done. Phil did a cracking job.
It's all the detail now though in washers.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
try.
look amazing.
I'll try.
But no, I think I am going to try and fit him into the army, even if it doesn't work and it doesn't make any sense. I just want to get him out on the table.
Yeah. He's not even that expensive points wise.
No, exactly. You can quite easily stick him in 1,000. So it'd be daft not to.
We've just got to find a way to transport him there.
I'll carry him on my shoulder like my pet.
A shoulder harness. One of them baby. You get one of them baby carriers and just have it on your front, and you can just like remove from this pouch. That's a good idea. Pureblood, wanted to say thanks for the Black Power Armor tutorial you made, using it for my Death Company, and it's coming out really nice. That's awesome,
that's excellent.
Pureblood. So if you can send us pictures of what you've done for the Death Company, either on the Facebook page or on the forum. The forum is free to sign up as well, by the way, so just go on wargameonline.com, make a login or register, whatever you've got, and then go to the forum and you can there's a project log. Actually, I'll bring it up in a moment. You know what, let's bring it up now, shall we?
Sure, why not?
Look at that technology. I'm kind of like Phil a little bit here. So I've got 8 messages. Go to the website, log in, and then you can click on the menu thing here. This is because it's a smaller screen, but you just click on the forum and then go down, painting and modelling section, project logs, and just click on here and make a project log if you haven't made one already. And you can literally...
Did you actually click on it? Oh.
Yeah, it's just a bit slow. It's faster than it ever was, but it's still a little bit slow. So on here, you can say you're doing a Death Company. You just click on 40k, and then new topic. You just click on that and make a new one. Let's have a look at the top. Let's look at the top 2. Pick the top 2. So we've got, this is Thordalim's Space Wolf. These are the ones from the Wargamer Online Chronicles last year, which he's still cracking on with, and he's doing a fantastic job still. Started with Wargamer Online to get back into the hobby, then messed up the painting with a can and got distracted. That can happen so easily. So this post is here to keep you motivated to update the log with progress pictures.
Oh, good.
And as you can see, we've actually paid for all the hosting, and so that you can just upload your images like Facebook, rather than having to host them on a separate website somewhere and then link them in. We've tried to make it as user friendly as possible, and the mods and Phil have done an excellent job at making it that way, and it's just really easy to use. So upload
people
them,
have commented,
and then people can comment. Yeah, so the Orc Boys saying coming together nicely, keep us posted, regards Cliff. And it's a really nice forum. Loads of you are using it regularly, and you're all really nice to each other, and it's a very nice place, same as the Facebook group is. It's a very nice place to go and just crack on with hobby, and it's quite motivating for yourself to do your own projects, get feedback on your projects, and also look at what other people are doing and get some ideas and some motivation to crack on with. There we go, look, motivation. That's Ralph, and we're looking swell. The project logs are an excellent means of keeping yourself motivated. I didn't even read that. Let's keep looking.
Well timed, Ralph.
Well timed. Got some cool backgrounds there as well, look.
Yeah.
They're really nice. So cool. That is Thordalim's, and we'll just have a quick look at Daryl's. We might have time to look through some of these later because I've not looked yet. So hey guys, I'm hoping to run this.
This is the first time I've seen the forum.
This paint log in parallel with my AOS one. I never was much of a loyalist, but I have to admit I love me some Rabies Marines. This is what I've done completed so far. I need to go over the Death Company texture again, and I have all of the transfers to do once I'm finished the army. So again, really nice. Nice cracked earth bases there as well. I do like Blood Angels.
Cool, aren't they?
Just a lot of people do them, so I've kind of, again, gone away from a bit. Oh, he was having issues with the photos, but he's been updating this. I think when the forum went up, he posted this and he's been updating it. And you get all your little tracked posts. Look, so Daryl's now a tactical marine. Furious George, look at him, veteran sergeant Furious George, and that's the avatar. Look, Tate Zend subscribe. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I just butchered your name. I apologise.
I really just realised that it's you with some salt.
Yeah. It's amazing.
That's amazing.
And a little painting handle.
Oh, Coleman's a veteran as well.
Coleman's moderator as well. Ralph, Coleman, they're both doing an excellent job. 165 posts. Jeez.
Wow.
Let's keep going.
Oh, is Patrick's thing that he built on the forum?
Not yet, I don't think, no.
Because that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's it. That's those. We'll have a look in a little bit. Right, how do I go back? To us.
Hey!
The Fat Nurglings. I quite like that. I quite like being referred to as the Fat Nurglings.
I think I've got a stewie hair in my mouth though.
Yeah, they do float everywhere, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Right, so that was the response for Pureblood, basically saying about the tutorial. I'm glad it's working, and that's the same tutorial that I'm following to do the Abaddon for Marty, because I've forgotten how I did it, so I'm going to have to watch my own tutorial again to learn how I did it. Marty, can you attach several of these blankets together to make one blanket to rule them all? It's a great idea. Oh, it skipped again. There we go. Bike models are much to be desired. I agree. Your Gorgon is going to be black-skinned, like you advised. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. I think the dark skin would be good. But we'll see. What I wanted to do was get the Forge World model. I can't remember its name. I think it's like Mazza something or other. Let me just see if I can get it.
You gonna type Mazza something or other?
Mazza something or other. Please find me what I'm looking for. Where are you? Chaos?
Are they fireworks? Oh, we did not time this well.
Well, we did it before 12 o'clock. Let's be
I
honest.
thought we'd quite safe for this time.
Right. So this dude, Mazarel, the butcher, I was close.
You are.
Mazza something.
Pretty.
So this is what I was thinking of using as a Gorgon, and I've got the Gorgon model because Phil picked one up really cheap off someone. So he's given it me because he's not got any use for it. And I thought I could use the Gorgon arms to convert this Mazarel into a Gorgon. So that was my thought, and I still may do it. I'm going to have to see how I get on. But we'll see what happens. It is another chunk though, and it's another 88 quid. And the army is... that was one thing I wanted to thank Patrick on here, because Patrick's donated a huge amount again to pay for the majority of the Beastmen force, because he was like, you're doing the army to go with me, so I'm not going to let you spend all the money on it. And I was like, well, no, because I'm going to do the army anyway. It's fine. But he still sent me the money. You know what Patrick's like. He's just like, take the money. Take the money and buy the army. He's so generous. So I think he's a cool model. When I was looking at doing the Khorne army, for 1,000 points, I literally had this guy in there as well.
Oh, wow.
Skarak.
He
And he's got insane rules. And it's an amazing model. But he's 500 points. So in a 1,000-point army, he's half your army.
Oh, yeah.
But
so if Nagash comes along...
Yeah, but Nagash is like 800 points.
Yeah.
If Nagash comes along, then I wouldn't feel as bad as fielding this guy. He's got horrible rules. So for killing hordes, by the way, he is a monster.
Is he?
Because he destroys stuff with his weapons anyway. He can kill characters quite easily. But when he dies, every model within D6 inches takes a mortal wound.
Oh.
So imagine if you're up against my Bestigors, my 30 block of Bestigors, every single one of them could potentially die. Just because you kill it. I think that's brutal.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Let's get back to the chat anyway. We got distracted again.
We did.
Any plans for some Shade Spy videos this year, or maybe even Necromunda? A series of narrative games would be great. We've got 2 campaigns planned. Again, we don't want to promise too much. Yeah, well, Phil's got one with his Tyranids. He wants to do one with the Tyranids and the Gene Stealers all like emerging from the planets and going through multiple different levels and different boards and so on and so forth. Me and Pink have got planned one for the Black Dragons and the Chaos. Black Dragons and Emperor's Children.
Ooh.
Which it's more story based we've got an idea of where we want to go with the story. Acharya was on the hangout as well while we're talking about it, so he's got a little bit of an inkling of where we're going with it. But it's almost, because there's no guarantee, there's no definite information on what the Black Dragon's Primarch is, or their founding chapter. We've kind of invented our own story to go with it. So GW may just go, yeah, this is a load of rubbish because you've just made it up. But we don't care because we're making up our own rules and our own background. And I think it's going to be really cool. And Pink's got a really nice Emperor's Children army, which can be the core enemy force. The Black Dragons that I'm working on, it will spur me on to get them done because we'll be using them for the campaign. And then we've got the ideas to include different races as well. But the idea is that we play the games, have the outcome, and then work on multiple outcomes for the narrative side of it. So not necessarily just play it and then run it out. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to play 10 games and we know what the outcome is going to be. We will do it almost like those storybooks when you're a kid, where you've got multiple paths. So if you win one game, it could go there. If you lose, it could go here, and then that could lead up to something else. So we want to play it like that and come up with some really cool background for it.
I reckon Pink could do that quite well.
Well, that's what I thought. I could just carry on painting. Pink can be the mastermind.
I imagine we'll be doing... I think Frostgrave should be next year as well, shouldn't it? And that will be like quite story-based.
Yes, we've got the Shadespire stuff, the Frostgrave stuff. But Shadespire, I've still got to build the things. We haven't played it. There's just a lot to do.
Yeah.
There's just a really
always
huge
busy
amount. And we have bitten off a lot, and there's only so many of us and so much time we can do things with, so it's prioritising. Ideally, I would literally say, yeah, I'm gonna do every board game, but realistically I'm not gonna do it. Anonymous Psych, look, choose your own adventure, that's it.
Yeah.
But you won't get a choice, it'll just be see the outcome. But that's why I was going to use the Lorgar Primarch model I've got to kind of... I'm not saying Lorgar is the Primarch for the Black Dragons, but I'm going to use that model to create something. And I'm not going to reveal it because it's actually pretty cool what we've got planned, but I may be using that model for it. Where is Phil? Somewhere drunk in France.
Probably.
I'd say 99%.
Yeah. No, I'd go for 100.
Oh, 100, yeah. I was thinking... There's not going to be a percent where he's not drinking on New Year's Eve in France, is there? No, they're definitely completely wasted.
Drunk in France.
And I imagine there'll be pictures tomorrow morning, like there was last time they went.
Was there?
Yes.
I don't know if you showed me those.
I don't think I did. Right, we're way behind. Let me try and quickfire. Let's keep going.
No, you missed the best comment.
What?
Did someone say bacon? Come on. You can't quickfire if you're just going to miss things out.
Somebody said bacon, so...
No, you put it. Oh, it was Liam.
Did someone say bacon?
Someone say bacon.
That's 2/3 of the price of a Dread Story. Acharya rates, so you know how I do things in armies? Everything's compared to armies.
Yeah.
Like when you buy something, I'm like, I could have bought an army for that.
Yeah, we'll go out for a meal and it's like, I could have bought half an army.
I say an army, it's a start collecting army. I judge things on £50 starter sets. So when we buy something, I'm like, oh, that's the start of an army. Well, we had to, the dog, we had to take the vet in, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
We had to take the
Could have
dog.
had an army for that.
That was literally, she walked into some barbed wire. So we had to do an emergency vet thing, which racked up prices, didn't it?
Yeah.
And hopefully it's all going to come back in insurance. But the whole time I'm like, oh my God, that's like a huge army, which is just beyond. But
she's okay now, though.
She's okay now.
It healed.
She's all good. But Acharya bases everything on a Dreadsaurian.
How many has he got?
That's a quarter of the price of a Dreadsaurian.
Has he just got the one?
He's got the one.
Because the way he talks about it, it's as though he has like an armada of Dreadsaurians.
No, it's not like the Falchions, so he's got 3 of those. Right, we are way behind. Way behind.
Okay.
Chronicles would be awesome. I don't mind 40k or AOS. I'll join in. I think it's probably going to be AOS. Ralph, AOS Chronicles. It's got a good ring to it as well. I think that's what we should call it. AOS Chronicles that also includes 40k. Maybe we just open it up. Maybe we just do WGO Chronicles again, and it could be 40k or AOS. Yeah, let's just do that. Then anybody can join with it, unless you're playing Bolt Action. We'll just do those 2. That sounds good.
Furious George has put, is Liam from the Christmas show?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
is that Liam?
Felhate working on my Dark Angels, painting a librarian and a company master at the moment. Thinking of adding a little purple to the blue armour in edge highlight. A little purple to the blue armour.
Ooh, that could be nice. What are you doing?
I'm just thinking.
Da, da, da.
What blue are
What?
you using? That's a really good idea. I've never thought about adding purple into a blue. But yeah, they're literally... Yeah, that'd be good. I'd like to see how that turns out. What are you doing?
I'm taking over. So Tyler has also added us on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, nice one.
Yay! See, that you would have missed that. You went straight past that in your quick fire. Okay, so... And Tyler is a wargamer.
Very good.
Fury's George, I would love to donate, but I drank all my money last night.
It's not a problem, George. I
That's
hope
awesome.
you got suitably wasted.
I'm sure you had a good time. So Marty's put, for me, Blood Angels and Black Legion until the Wolves Codex. Then it's Space Wolves all the way.
Marty's into his wolves quite a bit.
Tyler's put, please don't delete the website. We'll try not to. Are you playing a war game? Are we playing any... What war games have we got coming up? Warhammer counts as war games, doesn't it? Yes. Does Frostgrave count as a war game? Does that count?
Oh god, Rachel. Wargame Online, we've just been doing Warhammer battle reports for a year now almost.
Yeah.
And you say, does Warhammer count as a war game?
Yep.
Yes, Rachel.
Good. Oh.
You're breaking it.
Oh, I lost it. Hold on, no, it's cool. I got this. Here we go.
Canada says you're welcome.
We
That's awesome. I'd love to go to Canada. We should go.
should. I think we do need to go to Canada. Oh, hold on, I'm back. I've got it back.
You really have broke it.
I haven't. Here we go. We're back. Okay. So Felhate is still working on... So I'm still working on my Dark
I've just
Angels.
said that one.
Thinking of putting a little purple. I remember that in there. Sam, nice coffee cup.
It's my pirates. Pirates rules. It says on this side. It's a really bad mug. We need WGO mugs.
We do. We should get some.
Is anybody... Happy New Year from James Jones. Welcome, James Jones.
Happy New Year,
to you.
James.
Achaya. Is anyone going to the Warhammer World Open Day on the 6th of January? We are not Achaya. Sorry. Any comments on the new Star Wars? I haven't seen it. No spoilers, please. And if you spoil it, I'll be really upset.
Delete you.
From memory. From existence. Tyler, be right back. Right, keep going. Nurgle's Rot has nothing on Stewie Fair. We are really far behind. Let's quick fire. The Dread Saurian is looking brilliant, by the way. That is Phil's work completely.
You did a great job of that.
12 Neef. Welcome, 12 Neef.
Hey,
You didn't
everyone,
get to
Happy
see
New
12
Year.
Neef, did you? You didn't come to Warhammer World, did you?
No, I had to look after
12
the
Neef travelled
puppy.
all the way from America to London and then took the train up from London to see us.
Oh, wow.
And he showed us as well how to play Skirmish, which was awesome.
Oh, wicked.
And you'll like Skirmish.
Yeah, I probably would.
It's really fast, and he's so enthusiastic about it as well.
Aww.
Like literally, he was like, "Do you want to play Skirmish? Do you want to play Skirmish?" And I think he played everybody. Like he just
I
told
didn't
everybody the
notice that.
rules, played everybody, and had an awesome time. So it was really nice to meet him.
I was already gutted that I missed it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make it worse. I would like to do Warhammer Fest in May. Hopefully, you can all make it. We'll definitely
I
be
think
a
we'll be Warhammer Fest, won't we?
100%, unless something happens. But 100%. Happy New Year from Bernard.
Oh,
Thank you, Bernard.
Felhate's asked, is there anywhere I can see Pink's Emperor's Children? Been thinking of doing some myself.
We'll do a showcase because he's working on them. So once he's finished, at least 1,000 points, we'll do a showcase of them, and then we can do a showcase when there's more.
And I've just seen Ralph's question: how many weddings did Pink go to this year, and how many are lined up for the next couple of months? Apparently, pretty much all of his friends are now married, so there shouldn't be many
He
more
says
coming.
that. He literally.
Yeah, there'll be more.
I mean, he must have been to 20 weddings this year.
No, surely not 20. Maybe
At least double
10?
figures though.
Yeah, at least 10.
Because it's like, oh, Pink, do you want to do something this weekend?
Nope,
I'm
got
at
a wedding.
Oh, Pink, do you want to play a game for Bat Report? I'm at a wedding. Oh, Pink, do you want to do the, what is it? What are we going to do? Podcast. Do you want to do the podcast? I'm at a wedding.
Wedding. Bernard's put Happy New Year, Sam and Rachel.
Thank
Happy
you
New
very
Year,
much.
Bernard.
Keep going. I don't want to see Star Wars.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's go past that.
Richard Blair, welcome Richard. And 12 Neefers, but will you be going to Warhammer? Yeah, sorry this is slow, we're really far behind. Yes, we will be there.
Oh no, I think we're catching up now.
Okay.
We're nearly there.
Nearly there.
Right, Bernard's put, I've started playing my armies and I'm finding out Death Guard was an excellent choice. Oh, that's good then.
They are also, yeah, and you've got so much coming up. So much.
And Fel Hates put Open Chronicles, the best Chronicles.
There you go.
John, dudes, hopefully be playing games all evening with my beautiful wife.
That's
2018
awesome.
will rock for all.
Well, have a
Aww.
fantastic evening,
Have a good time.
John. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you don't lose, because that's what happens when me and Rachel play. I lose at everything.
Just spoiled some battle. Oh no, because I haven't won all the battle reports against
I haven't won all the battle. That's the answer I wanted. No, because I haven't won all of them, and I beat you at that African game, didn't I?
You did, yeah. It's very
Live
kind of you.
streamed.
Yeah.
And
I can't argue otherwise.
I keep calling it Mankini, but it's not Mankini. What's it called? Mancala.
That's it.
So Phil bought us a box, a version, a copy.
Yeah.
Bought us Mancala for Christmas. So I'm going to get even better at it.
How is Phil's back doing, by the way? 12
I think it's a lot better.
I think it is, isn't it? I don't think it's
Yeah.
100%, but
I think
it is.
he's very bruised because the
Yeah.
operation he had basically was quite invasive and painful. So, he's had pain for months now. I mean, it's been 7 months, probably 6 months, at least 6 months where he's been in pain. And it's been gradually getting worse. And now he's had the operation. He was definitely in pain the next day because he came round, didn't he? And
Yeah.
it was he looked like he was in pain. And Ralph's just donated as well. Happy 2018 WGO.
Aw, thanks, Ralph.
Thank you very much, Ralph, and happy 2018 to you as well. And you're doing an awesome job. He's been announcing when the live shows are and keeping on top of that. He's also offered to sit and do Google Hangouts with me while I'm painting during the day, so I'm not bored,
Awesome.
because he was saying that obviously Phil's at work and things like that.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to catch up. We need to do more group Hangouts while I'm just sitting working on things.
Yeah.
We did them every day at one point. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so he's back. He's gone skiing. So and apparently the doctor said this injection or the operation that he's had will basically just make it so he's better again. So I think the pain that he had was his bruising, and hopefully it's fine. If not, he shouldn't be skiing. And I hope he is all right because he's been looking forward to it all year and he
I think
enjoys
you
skiing.
needed to go.
And Sarah's back was playing up as well. So they've been in the wars really, haven't they?
Yeah.
The
But
pair of
hopefully
them.
they're on the mend.
Hopefully they're having a fantastic time in France. And I know they saw Ralph and very briefly because they were quite rushed. So yeah, WGO is spreading. Do you want to keep using the mouse and scrolling down?
Well, we're nearly there
Are
actually.
we?
David has put, I need a new AOS army to collect after I finish my Iron Jaws. Preferably order. Help.
It depends what you want to do. Whether you want to... I generally go through the... let me just go on the website because I work a lot better like this. Hold on. Let me get it ready first before I start clicking on links. Otherwise you just see me try and load everything. Games Workshop. This keyboard's really loud. Yep. Right. So when I'm looking at... I can't read the chat. Oh no, we can read the chat there, look, almost.
Oh, look at that, yeah.
I will generally just go through the website and have a look when I'm doing this. So I look down these Stormcast Eternals. You've got 3 different variants. The way that I look at it to build, you've got the Dragon list, which is the big Star Drake and the little Drakes and the character on the Drakes, and then you can chuck in some ranged units. You've got the Vanguard list, which is what I'm doing for my Stormcast army. So they're really fast moving. You have the Paladors, Vanguard Paladors. You have the Vanguard shooty dudes, and some of the more like longer range stuff as well. So it's all based on speed and shooting. And then you've got the core army as well, which is basically your liberators, your paladins, your retributors, your big dudes with wings. So I pretty much do Stormcast in 3 different variants. And if any of those 3 stand out to you, either in looks or in playstyle, then that might work. They've got loads of models, so there's a lot of choice. Next, you've got Seraphon, and I mean, you love
They're the
Seraphon.
best army. That is the correct choice.
There's a lot of choice, though, isn't there? With
There is a
Seraphon?
lot of choice, and that's what I like about them.
So if we click on, I mean, most of the armies in Age of Sigmar, you don't have a whole lot of choice if you go down the allegiances. But Seraphon is one that has a lot of choice, and they all do different things, don't they?
Yeah.
Like the Carnosaur, you've got 2 different variants for riding that. You've got a Troglodon, which is pretty good.
There's some really good synergies as well that you can put together where everything starts buffing each other.
You can do some nice Death Stars, can't you?
You can.
You've got some flyers for fast moving.
Apparently the flyers are supposed to be really good. I'm still yet to test them.
Yeah, you've got them though. You've got the chameleon skinks, which are good for teleporting across the board and capturing
I like
objectives.
them. They're good.
Although we haven't got any chameleon skinks other than the one that Patrick gave you for Christmas. You've got a chameleon character, but you haven't got any normal chameleons yet. You use skinks.
Yeah.
Saurus Guard, they're a good block. I mean, we can do individual armies, can't we? But Saurus Guard are tanky. You've got Bastillodons, which are tanky as hell.
Tank, yeah.
Like the amount of times where I've wasted most of the game trying to kill a Bastillodon and just not killing it, and then realising that the rest of my armies died while I've been focusing on it. Now, if I play against Seraphon, I ignore the Bastillodon and hope that it can't do the damage. But there's games where that just kills everything, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's just such a... You can't ignore it and you can't focus on it. It's just... Imagine as many of those as you can fit in 1,000 points. You definitely need to take that in your doubles.
Oh, yeah.
Croxigore, you've got 3, but I've not built them yet. So you don't know what they're like.
Yeah.
Slan Starmaster, you might use him more than Croak now because of the rules changing.
Yeah, possibly.
And yeah, there's just lists. It goes on and on and on. So
there's so much choice, and that's what I love. So you basically painted me a whole load of basically a bit of everything. And I quite like the fact that I can just pick and choose what I want and keep making new lists all the time.
Yeah. Smaug. I flipping love that model.
I feel like you're getting distracted.
I know, I just saw it. This is what the website does. They've done a good job. Well done, GW. Look at that. You know that's cool.
That is cool.
That's. I said this on a chat before, but I think that's Games Workshop's best model. Look at that. Oh. Right. We have... What was I doing? So, Seraphon, Karajan Overlords, they're good. Dwarves. Again, you've got 3 different variants for dwarves. You've got the Dispossessed, which are the normal ones. They've got a lot of the organ guns and the cannons, and they've got a fair few units to choose from. You've got some gyrocopters and bombers. You've got the Karajan Overlords, which is your sky flying dudes, basically sky pirates. They've got a lot of range. They've got some nice combat weapons, but generally they're a range-based army from what I've seen. And then you've got the Fire Slayers, which are the opposite. They're like pure combat. They've got 1 unit for ranged, but they've got some really nice tricks. Phil's going to absolutely love playing the Fire Slayers because the models that I got for them, you can basically teleport Magmadroths across the board turn 1, which is disgusting. So, or you can do a 20 or 30 man block of Volkite Berserkers, teleport them across the board turn 1 using the Rune Smiter, and just slap somebody in the face. So, you know... That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yes.
Fire Slayers are brilliant. It just depends looks-wise. I mean, what I would say personally is if you're in it for the models, just go with what you think looks cool. If you're in it for the game and the rules-wise, you want to try and find a play style that works. And I think so far, you've got a good mix of ranged and close combat stuff. In terms of magic-based armies, I mean...
So Seraphon's heavily magic.
Patrick
Elves
just
are heavily magic.
dominated with the Tzeentch, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Seraphon have got a lot of stuff. Elves are good, but the Tzeentch, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it's just ridiculous how much...
Oh, Dave just subscribed.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Dave.
Dave. Nihilus. Thank you very much. Wanderers. Wanderers is a good one, actually, because they've been updated in General's Handbook. So they've got really good rules. They can disappear off one edge of the table and reappear on any table edge, and at the end of the movement phase, and you can do that with the whole Wanderer's army. So you can effectively keep your whole army ranged, sit on the edges of the table, just pop in at all the different units around the table, and when they run close enough to you, just jump off and then appear on another table edge. So the only way that people can deal with you is spreading out and covering the table edges, so when you jump, there's nowhere for them to go. But if they do that, they can't hold the objectives, they haven't got stuff to chase. You can outmaneuver most armies with Wanderers, so I think they're a good one to play around with if you want to just annoy your opponent more than anything. What else have we got? Free Peoples, they've got some good rules. Richard Blair just subscribed as well. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard.
I mean, we can keep going, but what I would say is go through, look at what models look the coolest for you. And generally, I would go with, just on a value-based thing, go for one that's got a start collecting set. There's not many, actually.
Yeah, maybe not.
In order, you've got 4 choices. Fyreslayers, Sylvaneth, Seraphon, and Stormcast. What I would say is the Seraphon's probably the best value there, or the Fyreslayer one. The problem with the Fyreslayers is the rest of the army, the models are quite expensive. So just be prepared if you do Fyreslayers. If you want to buy the other models, they're like £25 for 5 of them, and generally you need a 15 or 20 man unit. So you're paying £75 to £100 for 1 unit in the game. So it's really expensive. Whereas Seraphon, you can pick them up everywhere, really cheap, second hand, even from GW, they're reasonable prices. And Sylvaneth are the same. And Stormcast. I'd say Fyreslayers are like the expensive one there. Right, shall we get back to some chat? Cause
yeah, let's do it.
Probably behind again.
Hold on. Go.
No, we're here. We're here. No, I'm not letting you do it.
What? You've missed
Bernard's saying, is Phil hurt? I think we've been over that.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't missed it. And then David's put, also, hi Sam. I'm using the Iron Jaws skin pattern in your Iron Jaws tutorial. It's working well. I'm very glad to hear that, David.
It sounds like your tutorials are useful for everyone.
No, I'd like to hope that they help. They take a lot of work.
Someone's put up Wargamer Online a question.
Yeah, I know, but I'm here, look.
MacLeod blue and thinking of adding a little jean stealer purple.
MacLeod blue, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get off. Get off. Yes, that would work perfectly.
Oh, what about only on the librarian? Oh, okay. Only on the librarian to give a sort of emanating power effect.
Yeah.
Then Richard Blair's put where from. What's that in relation to?
Maybe where we're from. We're from...
I'm not sure. That doesn't... Okay, cool.
If it's... I don't know. We're from England. Oh, where from? Maybe the pain thing? Because 12 News... Oh, no, he's done... Oh... Bernard doesn't know about Phil's back. Yeah, his back, basically, he's had to have an operation on his back, so he's been struggling with it for the last few weeks. It feels like months. It has been months.
It has been months,
yeah.
You're catching up, guys. Well done.
Bernard,
keep going.
the moral support. Marzipan the Butcher wears a mankini. How much is £10 in American coin? 12 needs to put £10 equals $13 roughly. Furious George, when are you sending out the premium plus nude calendars? Oh dear.
Well, we have been doing a photo shoot with Khaleesi, so
Mark,
lots of pictures of Khaleesi for the calendar.
Max, is there an EastEnders episode on today?
I have no idea.
No idea. Don't watch EastEnders, sorry. Achaya, Furious George, sadly that was Magic Mike's job. Lizardmen look cool too. Seems like I can do them quick with some dry brushing. Yeah, Rachel's army's been base coated and washed at the minute. It's not even had anything else. So if you watch any of the battle reports, nothing other than base coat and washes has been done, and we've got to do loads more with it. I think I'll move there. That sounds, yeah. It would have to be a pretty big calendar. Oh, Patrick, Rachel, I have some more chameleon skinks if you like.
Actually, I'll have a look, because I might end up... It depends what I put in my list, because at the moment I'm quite happy just using the converted skinks, but if they end up going...
They're not converted, they're just yellow.
Painted differently.
Okay, right.
But like for the tournament, obviously I can't use them, I'd have to use... So it depends if I put chameleon skinks in my list.
Yeah.
But thank you for the offer, Patrick, I will let you know.
12 Neef, I would like the new Fyreslayer units and or heroes. They are awesome models. Furious George, someone buy Sam a Smaug. Somebody don't buy me a Smaug. It's another model to work on. I think
you have enough to paint at the moment.
Smaug is a model that I would definitely do, but it would be in the future sometime.
Yes.
I was merely saying it is an amazing model and probably GW's best. Sam was so close to the bottom of the chat. Oh, it's gone. One comment and minus 15 minutes. GG. 12 Neef. I was in London, so knowing the conversion rate was useful in keeping my spending in check. Yeah, it's easy to just spend. There's a lot of start collecting for Beastclaw Raiders, Iron Jaws, Beastmen. Oh no, it is on the GW site. It's mainly that he was looking at order. So which order armies. So we were just looking at those, and there was only 4 start collecting for that.
Thanks for a weekend chat. It's super cold in New York, so I can participate.
No problem. I mean, actually, 12 Neve was the reason we started doing the weekend stuff.
Was he?
He said ages ago, could you do some weekend shows? And I said to Phil, I'd like to try and do as many shows as possible where, like, different time zones and on the weekend as well. So, yeah, 12 Neve is responsible for these weekends. Who is the best speedster in the DC universe? I don't know. Who do you think is the best speedster? Zachariah. Wonder if there's... Oh, we're at the bottom.
Hey! Yeah, I don't think Bernard was asking about where we're from because he's put us on where we're from.
Okay, we're at the end. So we've gone on for longer than the hour that we said we were going to do, but is there anything we need to recap over?
Well, David's just asked, isn't Nurgle getting a new
Battle Tome? I saw it somewhere online. Okay, so yes, they are getting one for Age of Sigmar.
Oh, is Bernard answered that? Zap, it's the flash bit there.
No, that's Speedster question.
Ah.
So... Oh, it's on there, look. Maggotkin of Nurgle. So that's their new Battle Tome, which has got loads of new models in here. I don't know if it's got any of the new models on their website. Come on, GW. You've spoiled them everywhere. There we go. There's the big tree.
That's kind of cool.
That's nice, isn't it?
Oh, nice probably isn't the word I should
Nice in terms of Nurgle. Oh, here we go. So, I haven't even looked at this. This is how little... Right, let's just open these up and have a quick look. So you can tell me what you like and what you don't like, yeah?
Okay.
So, we have the Great Unclean one. Now this, this is my favourite. So you've got different variants. You've got this dude. Now I reckon I would use his left hand, so he's like... Brr, and then change the right hand so it didn't have that staff, and I would give him the sword from that one there.
Okay.
So he's like looking like he's putting his hand down, he's just about to slap somebody with his sword. I think that would look really cool. What do you think of that?
It's cool,
Beautiful.
but it's very grim.
Do you like the look of it? Look at it, it's amazing.
Nurgle's never been my thing. I don't really like...
Well, you're not going to like what's coming.
I appreciate that they've done a very good job in making everything look really grim.
Look at him.
Oh, that's kind of amazing.
Little jester
actually.
dude.
I love that he's just running away with a
He's
heart.
got a really good name. Sloppity Bile Pipers. Our favourite has to be the Sloppity Bile Piper, a miniature that sums up the repugnant jollity of Nurgle perfectly. Armed with a set of jolly gut pipes and a marotta. I love all the names they've come up with these. Look at the little jester stick, that's awesome.
I do kind of love that this is like the Christmas stuff though.
Look at that. Look how ugly that
Nurgle
is.
for Christmas.
Look at that cute little thing on his shoulder with massive teeth. I like that. I don't like the face. It looks like one of those pink things from the cartoon I watched as a kid that were on the moon.
I don't think I watched that one.
There was a cartoon when I was younger, and there's all these pink little things with snouts that were on the moon. And I can't remember what they were called, but it reminds me of that. So that's that. Then we've got more Blight Lords. So very much similar to the Blight Kings. Some more bits on them. Not really. I mean, they're great, but I don't think it's hugely different to what we already have. And then we've got some putrid Blight Kings on drones, which I like.
Kind of cool.
I don't like demons, and demons that always had access to these, but now you can actually have Blight Kings on them. I think that's really cool. So I'm actually a fan of those. And then finally, we've got the Beast, Nurgle Beasts. Beast of Nurgle. Very cool. Look at the little teeth in its belly, look. And these nasty looking claws, and then slime, and then... They're really cool.
So pretty.
So pretty. Anyway. Right, that is Nurgle.
And I think we did get to the end of the chat, unless everyone's just kind of...
And they were talking about speedsters.
Oh, there we go.
And Dave and Patrick is saying, look for Katetsu channel here. He made a video about it. Yeah, check out Katetsu. If you're on the website as well, there is a link to... Oh no, he's not got a link to his YouTube thing, but he is on the WGO hub, which we need to update. I need a new tea because this is colder now. David Popper says no for now.
Great unclean one for the win.
Yes.
Okay, scratch order, going chaos.
After the death guard. You've got loads of options for chaos. Lives. Clangers. The clangers, it was the clangers. The little pink elephant things. Not even elephants. I'll show you after this.
Okay.
I'll show you what they look like. You should come to a Adepticon in March, saying to Bernard. I'd love to go to America one day.
It's real, but you guys and your weird British shows.
Yeah,
we did have really weird cartoons. Did we have like chicken and cow and cat dog? And
Cat dog was amazing. Getting cow
Alone
and
in the
chicken.
world, little cat dog.
Yeah, don't sing that, we might get done for copyright.
Oh.
Flagged for copyright. No! It was good though. Cat Dog was an awesome show. And Ren and Stimpy, although I think that was more adult. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I'll watch that one.
That was more on the edge of South Park than...
Dexter's Lab as well.
Dexter's Lab was amazing. The start of the show, you'd watch it every time, wouldn't you? When he'd run down to his laboratory. And his sister would be like, meow, 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 and he'd just leg it.
Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, yeah.
That was a classic.
My sister used to watch that. I didn't watch it.
That was amazing.
The bell slap. Yeah, the Great and Clean one, just slapping things with the bell. That's quite cool. I wonder where he got that bell from. Maybe from a Skaven. They have the big carriage things with the bell.
And we got to the bottom. Woo!
And we're at the bottom. Right, so Acharya has finished it nicely. Happy New Year's, everyone. Like and subscribe. Join us on the Wargamer Online Community Facebook group. So thank you very much. It's been a random one. We've had quite a few of you join us for the show. We've had a load of you press the like button as well, which is very nice of you. We hope you have a fantastic New Year's. For all of you who have just already gone into the new year, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And we will see you in 2018.
Oh, that sounds weird.
It's gone so quick, hasn't it? This year has gone so fast.
Yeah, here's to 2018.
Yes, and more videos. Right.
Thank you to everyone that's subscribed and donated as well.
Oh yeah. Thank you to everybody
been a
who's
lot of
donated
donations
and subscribed today. It's been a crazy one. It's been an emotional one, as Spud would say. But stay safe. Don't drink too much tonight, and if you do, just make sure you're in a
safe place.
A safe place, or at least you end up in a safe place. And I don't know when we're going to be on next. Phil's obviously away. We have the draw for the giveaway. So if you're a premium member, we're going to do a draw for that. And I think we've got a YouTube one as well. So
did we?
Yeah, I'm sure he's done it
exactly
the same again. So
he did.
There's a YouTube video where you can get free stuff. And there's a premium one. If you're a premium subscriber, you'll automatically get entered into it. We were going to do it on the 1st of January, but Phil's not back. So we'll wait until he's back, which I think is like the 5th or the 6th. So next week, we'll get them all into a list, and then we'll draw the winner. I need to just find credits. They are here, and we are ready to go. So see you later, everyone. That's it.
Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye.